to Step by Step English 1.
This is the podcast where English is part of your daily life.
I'm Sarah.
And I'm Tom. We're so happy you're here with us today.
Just relax, enjoy, and remember, no stress, no pressure.
Step by step, you'll get better every day. Well, let me think. Something funny happened to me yesterday. I was talking with a coworker and I wanted to explain my idea, but I finished very fast. Like, I said one sentence and then silence. And I was like, wait, that sounds stupid. I have more to say. But my brain just stopped.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that feeling is very real. To be honest, Tom, that happens to a lot of learners. It's not about vocabulary, it's about connection.
Exactly. I mean, I had ideas, but I didn't know how to continue. I just said, I like the project and yeah. Oops, sorry, that was all.
Yeah, I get it. And honestly, that's the perfect moment to talk about connectors. Because connectors are like little bridges. They help your ideas walk together instead of falling down.
Oh, so that's why native speakers talk forever. They don't stop. They just keep going.
Well, kind of. They use connectors naturally. And today, we're going to start with the simplest but most powerful ones. Okay, so let's start very gently. Most learners know and, right?
Yeah, of course. And honestly, I use and for everything. Like, I work and I study and I'm tired and I'm hungry.
Exactly. And is not wrong. But the problem is, when you use only and, your English sounds a bit flat.
Flat like pizza without cheese?
Exactly like that. So let's add flavor. For example, also, to, as well, in addition.
Wait, are they all the same?
Good question. Basically, they all add information, but the feeling changes. Let me tell you a small story. Last week, I was talking to a friend about my day. I said, I worked late and I was tired. Then I added, I was also stressed. It sounds more natural, right?
Oh, wow. Yeah. If you say, I was tired and also stressed, it feels longer, like you're opening a new door.
Exactly. And notice the position. Also usually goes before the main verb. I also felt stressed.
I think I usually say, I felt stressed also. Is that wrong?
Not wrong, but less natural. To be honest, natives prefer, I also felt stressed.
Okay. What about to?
Great one. To is more informal and usually goes at the end. For example, I worked late, I was tired too.
Oh, so yesterday I could say, I finished the report and I answered emails too.
Yes, exactly. Totally natural. And as well works very similarly.
Let me try. I studied English yesterday. I watched a podcast as well. Oops, sorry, I watched a podcast as well.
Perfect correction. See, you're already using connectors to extend your story. Now, let's change the situation. Imagine you're in a work meeting.
Oh no, scary English.
Exactly. In that case, you might use in addition or moreover.
Wow, those sound serious.
They are more formal. For example, the project is cheap, in addition, it's fast. Or, the schedule is flexible, moreover, the team is experienced.
So I shouldn't say moreover with my friends, right?
Probably not. If you say, I'm tired, moreover, I'm hungry, people will look at you like,
Yeah, like I'm a robot.
Now let's talk about a very powerful connector. Not only, but also.
Oh gosh, that one scares me.
I know, but listen to this story. Yesterday, I talked about my sister. I said, she's not only smart, but also very kind. That structure gives emphasis.
Oh, so I can say I'm not only learning English, but also improving my confidence.
That's beautiful. and very real.
Okay. But wait, sorry. I mean, but is also a connector, right?
Exactly. And adds, but changes direction.
Like, I want to practice English, but I feel tired.
Yes, that's real life English. Let me tell you something. Sometimes I want to wake up early, but I stay in bed. That but shows conflict.
Oh, wow. So connectors are not just grammar. They show feelings.
Exactly. And we're just getting started.
Okay. So I'm thinking about something you said, Sarah. You said connectors show feelings. And, I think that's true because when I use but, it's like I'm fighting with myself.
That's such a good way to say it. To be honest, but is probably the most emotional connector in English.
Yeah, like, I want to go out, but I'm tired. That sentence already sounds sad.
Exactly. And what's interesting is that English has many ways to say but, depending on how strong or polite you want to sound. So let's start with however. It's basically a more formal cousin of but.
Cousin. Like the serious cousin that wears a suit?
Yes, exactly. You wouldn't invite however to a casual party.
So I shouldn't say, I'm hungry, however, I want pizza.
No, that sounds a bit strange. However usually appears at the beginning of a sentence. Let me tell you a quick story. Last month, I wrote an email at work. I said, the idea is interesting, however, we need more time. That sounds calm, professional, and polite.
Oh, so if I say that to my boss, it's better than using but.
Exactly. But is direct. However, creates a small pause, like you're thinking carefully.
Okay. Now, I always hear people say although, and I panic.
No panic. These connectors are actually very human. For example, although I was tired, I finished my work.
That sounds like effort.
Exactly. Although shows difficulty plus action. Let me give you a personal example. Last weekend, I didn't want to study. Although I was exhausted, I opened my book and read for 20 minutes. That sentence shows discipline.
Wow. So I can say, although my English is not perfect, I speak.
That's beautiful. And notice something important. Even though is stronger emotionally than although.
So, although equals calm, even though equals dramatic?
Yes, that's a great way to remember it. Now, let's make it more conversational. English speakers love using though at the end of a sentence.
Oh, I hear that all the time, but I never use it.
For example, I was tired. I went out though. That though at the end sounds very natural.
Let me try. I don't like cold weather. I went for a walk though. Wait, sorry, let me fix that. I don't like cold weather, but I went for a walk though.
Okay, that one is a bit too much, but I love that you're experimenting. Now, let's talk about a different type of contrast. While and whereas are great to compare two situations.
Oh, like comparing me and you?
Exactly. For example, I like studying in the morning, while Tom prefers studying at night. That's neutral comparison.
And whereas?
Whereas is more formal. You'll see it in writing or presentations. For example, I work from home, whereas my sister works in an office.
So I shouldn't say whereas in the bar with my friends.
Probably not, unless you want to sound very academic.
Okay, I hear this one a lot. On the other hand.
Yes, this connector helps you organize thoughts. For example, I like my job because it's flexible. On the other hand, it's stressful. That connector prepares the listener. They think, okay, now comes the negative part.
Oh, so it's like a warning sign?
Exactly. Now, two stronger ones. In contrast and nevertheless.
Oh gosh, nevertheless sounds scary.
It does, but listen carefully. For example, the task was difficult. Nevertheless, we completed it. That sentence sounds very strong and confident.
So it's like saying, it was hard, but we did it anyway.
Exactly. In contrast works more for comparison. For example, my brother is very social. In contrast, I'm quite quiet.
Can I try a longer story?
Of course.
Okay. Last year, I wanted to travel. However, I didn't have much money. Although I was worried, I bought a cheap ticket. The trip was stressful, but it changed my life.
Oh, wow. That was excellent. You used contrast to show emotion, risk, and result.
Really? No way. I usually stop after one sentence.
And now you didn't, because connectors gave you structure. Before we continue, let's fix some very common mistakes. Many learners say, although it was raining, but I went out.
Oh, I say that.
You only need one contrast connector. So either, although it was raining, I went out, or it was raining, but I went out.
Got it. One fight at a time.
So far, we've learned how to add ideas and how to contrast them.
Yeah, and honestly, I feel like I can talk more, even when I'm not sure about my grammar.
That's the goal. And next, we're going to talk about something even more powerful.
Wait, more powerful than contrast?
Yes, we're going to explain reasons, causes, and results. Basically, how to sound logical.
Oh, wow. That sounds dangerous.
Okay, so you said something interesting, Sarah. You said, sound logical. And honestly, that's one of my biggest problems.
Really? Why do you feel that way?
Well, let me think. I usually say things like, I didn't go. And people look at me like, why? And I'm like, because? Yes.
Yeah, that moment when your sentence ends too early, that's exactly where cause connectors save you. Let's start with the most common one, because.
Yes, my best friend.
And for a good reason. Because is direct, honest, and emotional. Let me tell you a quick story. Yesterday, I didn't answer a message from a friend. Later, I said, I didn't reply because I was tired. That sentence feels complete. It closes the emotional circle.
Yeah, if you only say, I didn't reply, it sounds rude.
Exactly. Because protects you.
Okay. Wait, what about because of? I always confuse that.
Totally normal. Here's the key difference. Very simple. Because, followed by a sentence. Because of, followed by a noun. For example, I stayed home because it was raining. I stayed home because of the rain.
Oh, so I shouldn't say, because of I was tired.
Exactly. You'd say, because I was tired, or because of my tiredness.
That makes sense. It's not vocabulary, it's structure.
Now let's soften things a bit. Sometimes you don't want to sound emotional. You just want to explain facts. That's where due to, since, and as come in.
Okay, serious English again.
A little, but still useful. For example, at work, the meeting was canceled due to technical problems. That sounds calm and professional.
So, not emotional, just information.
Exactly. Since and as are very common in speech, too. For example, since it was late, I went home. As I didn't feel well, I stayed in.
So since is not only time.
Right. It can mean because, depending on context.
Okay, now let's go to the result. I use so all the time.
And that's great. So is very conversational. For example, I was tired, so I went to bed early. Let me tell you something real. Last night I had a headache, so I turned off my phone and slept. That's natural English.
Yeah, I feel safe with so.
You should. It's friendly and clear. Now, imagine you're explaining something more structured. Instead of so, you can say therefore, thus, as a result.
Whoa, those sound heavy.
They are more formal, yes, but very useful. For example, the train was delayed. As a result, we arrived late. Or, I didn't prepare well. Therefore, I failed the test.
So, not for daily chat.
Exactly. More for presentations, emails, explanations.
I hear people say that's why a lot.
Yes. And it's very emotional and human. For example, I love learning English. That's why I listen to this podcast.
Haha. Nice example.
And for this reason is a bit more formal, but still friendly.
Can I try a longer explanation?
Go for it.
Okay. Last year, I changed my job because I felt stuck. Since I wanted to grow, I studied new skills. It was hard, but I didn't quit. As a result, I feel more confident now.
Oh, wow. That was excellent. You connected emotions, reasons, and results.
Really? I didn't stop to think about grammar.
Exactly. Connectors did the work. Quick correction moment. Some learners say, I was tired, so therefore I slept.
Oh, I do that.
You only need one results connector. So either I was tired, so I slept, or I was tired, therefore I slept.
Okay. No double logic.
Let me tell you a travel story. I missed a flight once because I arrived late at the airport. Due to traffic, the taxi was slow. As a result, I had to buy a new ticket. It was expensive, so I learned my lesson.
Ouch. But wow, the story flows.
That's the power of connectors.
You know, I feel like now I can explain why things happen.
Exactly. And next, we'll make it even more natural.
More?
Yes, next we'll talk about connectors that help you explain better, reformulate ideas, and sound spontaneous.
Oh, like when I say, actually, basically?
Exactly. That's block 4.
Okay, so you said something that really hit me. You said sound spontaneous, and honestly, that's my dream.
Yeah, I know. Most learners don't want to sound perfect. They want to sound human.
Exactly, because when I speak English, sometimes I feel like I sound like Google Translate with feelings.
That's such a good description. And this is where reformulation connectors become magic. Let's start with the king of all conversational connectors.
Oh, wow, I say that a lot.
And that's great. Helps you correct, clarify, or soften what you just said. Let me give you a real example. Yesterday, I said to a friend, I don't like my job. I like it, but I feel tired sometimes.
Oh, so is like saying, wait, let me explain better.
Exactly.
Let me try something real. I live alone. I live with my brother, but sometimes it feels like I live alone.
That was perfect. You corrected yourself without stopping the conversation.
Wow, in Spanish, I do that all the time.
Exactly. Now you're doing it in English. Now, when you want to explain something more clearly, you can say, in other words. For example, my job is flexible. In other words, I choose my schedule.
Ah, so it's like saying, let me say this in a simpler way.
Yes, and it's very polite. It shows you care about the listener. Now, let's talk about a very useful word, basically.
Oh, I love that word.
Me too. Basically helps you simplify but not finish. For example, basically, I was tired, stressed, and I needed a break.
So it's like, I don't want to explain everything, but here's the idea.
Exactly. Now, actually confuses many learners. For example, I thought the meeting was today. Actually, it's tomorrow. Or emotionally, actually, I'm not busy, I'm just tired.
Oh, wow. That feels honest.
Exactly. Now, when you're really lost, you can say, what I'm trying to say is...
Oh my God, that sentence gives me time to breathe.
Exactly. It keeps the listener with you.
I wanted to quit my job. Not quit completely, but reduce hours. Basically, I felt overwhelmed. What I'm trying to say is, I needed balance.
That was amazing. It felt human. That's better than perfect.
So now I can add ideas, contrast them, explain reasons, and reformulate.
Exactly. And next, we'll work on ordering ideas and telling stories step by step.
Oh, like first, then after that?
Yes, and you'll see how that gives you minutes of speaking time.
Okay, now I'm excited.
Okay, I'm excited, but also a bit nervous. Because when I try to tell a long story in English, I get lost.
That's very normal. To be honest, even native speakers get lost sometimes. The difference is they use sequence connectors to guide the listener.
So it's not about speaking faster?
Exactly. It's about speaking clearly. Let's start with the basics. First, then, after that. These three alone can give you minutes of speaking.
Really? Only 3 words?
Yes, let me tell you a simple story. First, I woke up late. Then, I rushed to get ready. After that, I realized I forgot my keys. See? Very simple but very clear.
Oh, wow. That already sounds like a story. Can I try with my morning?
Of course.
Okay. First, I wake up and check my phone. Then I make coffee. After that, I sit down and think about my day.
Perfect. Now your listener knows where they are in time.
That feels safe.
Now let's add before and after. For example, before I go to work, I drink coffee. After I finish work, I relax. Let me give you a real example. Before I learned how to use connectors, my stories were messy. After I started using them, people listened more.
Oh, wow. So connectors help the listener relax too.
Exactly.
I always forget meanwhile.
That one is great for multitasking stories. For example, I was cooking dinner, meanwhile, my phone was ringing. Let me tell you something funny. Last week, I was working. Meanwhile, my dog was destroying a pillow behind me. I didn't notice until it was too late.
That's a perfect image.
And meanwhile connects 2 actions naturally. Now, at the same time is similar but more emotional. For example, I was excited and nervous at the same time.
Oh, that's how I feel speaking English.
Exactly. You can use it to show mixed feelings.
Okay, how do I finish a long story?
That's where finally and eventually come in. Finally is clear and direct. Eventually shows a long process. For example, after many problems, I finally finished the project. It was hard, but eventually everything worked out.
Eventually feels hopeful.
Exactly. Let me tell you a full story using sequence connectors. First, I booked a cheap flight. Then I packed my bag very quickly. Before leaving, I checked my passport 3 times. At the airport, I felt nervous. Meanwhile, people were running everywhere. Eventually, I relaxed and enjoyed the trip.
Wow, that sounded like a movie scene.
And it was very easy to follow. Many learners do this. I woke up, I ate, I went out, I worked.
Yeah, robot English.
Exactly. Add connectors and it becomes a story.
Can I try a work story?
Go ahead.
Okay. First, I joined a new company. At the beginning, I felt lost. Then I met my team. After that, things got easier. Eventually, I felt confident.
That was excellent and very clear emotionally. Now you can combine blocks. For example, at first I was scared. However, I didn't quit. Eventually, I improved.
Oh, wow. Now everything connects.
Exactly. You're building a narrative, not sentences.
So now I can talk about my life step by step.
Yes, and next we'll work on something very important.
Let me guess. Examples?
Exactly. Next block is about explaining with examples and clarification.
Oh, good, because sometimes people don't understand me.
And that's totally okay. We'll fix that.
Okay, I need this block. Because sometimes I speak and people just look at me confused.
Yeah, that look that says, I don't understand, but I'm being polite.
Exactly. And then I panic and stop talking.
And that's exactly why example connectors are so powerful. They rescue the conversation. Let's start with the most famous one. For example, when you feel someone doesn't understand, you can say, let me give you an example. For example, I don't like my job sometimes. For example, the schedule is very long.
Oh, wow. That makes everything clearer.
Exactly. Examples turn abstract ideas into images.
What about, for instance?
Great question. Same meaning, slightly more formal. For instance, I enjoy learning languages. For instance, English helps me travel.
So I can choose depending on the situation.
Exactly. Now let's talk about such as and like. Like is very conversational. Such as is a bit more neutral. For example, I enjoy sports like football and basketball. I enjoy sports such as football and basketball.
Ah, so like is friendly, such as is clean.
Perfect way to say it. Now when you want to highlight one thing, you use especially or in particular. For example, I like traveling, especially alone. I enjoy podcasts, in particular this one. This one is very useful when you want to clarify to be specific. For example, I work in tech. To be specific, I'm a web designer.
Oh, that sounds confident.
Exactly. You guide the listener.
Can I try a real example?
Of course.
I want to improve my English. For example, I listen to podcasts every day, especially in the morning. To be specific, this podcast.
That was perfect. Clear, natural, and human. So now you can explain what you mean and help people understand you.
Yeah, I feel less pressure.
Good. Because next, we're going to talk about emphasis.
Oh, like emotional power?
Exactly.
Okay, I feel something changing. Before I was just trying to be correct. Now I'm trying to be honest.
And that's a big step, because English sounds better when it sounds true, not perfect. Let's come back to really, but deeper this time. When people say really in real life, they're not thinking about grammar. They're thinking, this matters to me. For example, I really don't want to disappoint you. That sentence carries weight.
Yeah, if you say, I don't want to disappoint you, it's okay. But I really don't want to disappoint you. That sounds vulnerable.
Exactly. Really often appears when emotions are close to the surface. Let me tell you something personal. Once, I forgot an important meeting. When I apologized, I didn't say, I'm sorry. I said, I'm really sorry. And my voice was softer.
Oh, wow. So really also changes intonation.
Yes, it slows you down. It makes people listen.
Okay, now actually, I think this one is my favorite now.
Mine too, because emotionally, actually often means I'm going to be honest with you. For example, I said I was fine, but actually I wasn't.
Oof, that feels heavy.
Yes, actually opens a door to the real feeling.
Can I try something?
Of course.
I tell people English is easy, but actually I struggle sometimes.
That was perfect. Very real, very human.
Really? I almost didn't say it.
And that's exactly why it worked. Now, let's go even deeper with in fact. In fact often sounds like, let me tell you the truth behind this. For example, I thought I needed more vocabulary. In fact, I needed more confidence. That changes the whole message.
Oh, wow. So it's like revealing something important.
Exactly. I used to think learners failed because they didn't study enough. In fact, many of them were just afraid to speak.
That hits hard.
Because it's true.
Let me try combining them carefully. I was really nervous before recording, but actually I enjoyed it. In fact, I want to do it again.
That was excellent. You told a full emotional story in 3 lines.
Wow, I didn't plan it.
That's the point.
Now, let's talk about well.
Oh, I say that all the time.
Everyone does. Well prepares the listener emotionally. For example, well, I'm not sure. Without it, it sounds cold. I'm not sure.
Yeah, that feels true. Well, I wanted to quit, but actually I stayed. In fact, it was the right decision.
That was beautiful. Well made the beginning softer. Let me show you how all of this sounds together. Well, I was really scared to speak English, but actually people were patient. In fact, some of them helped me improve.
Yeah, that's what I want. I feel like now I can express emotions, not just ideas.
And that's a huge win, because next, we're going to learn how to close thoughts and conversations naturally.
Finally, I always end like, okay, bye.
We'll fix that.
Okay, I feel like now I can talk, but also stop and change direction without panic.
Exactly. And that's because now we're entering the world of conversational connectors, the ones people use without thinking.
The ones teachers never explain.
Exactly those. Let's start with anyway. This word is magical. It helps you close a topic or return to the main idea. For example, we were talking about movies for 10 minutes. Anyway, let's get back to work.
Oh, so it's like saying, okay, enough.
Yes, but politely. Yesterday, I was telling a long story. I got lost, so I said, anyway, the point is I learned a lot.
I need that word.
Now, by the way. By the way introduces extra information, often informal. For example, by the way, did you see Sarah yesterday?
So it's like a side road.
Exactly. But careful, don't overuse it. Now let's talk about honestly. This word signals sincerity. Honestly, I didn't understand at first.
Yeah, it feels like you're lowering your guard.
Exactly. And to be honest is very similar but softer. To be honest, I was afraid to speak.
Let me try everything together. Well, I wanted to quit at first. To be honest, I was scared. Actually, I wasn't ready. Anyway, I stayed. In fact, it was the best decision.
That was amazing. That sounded like life. Friends, remember this. Connectors are not grammar rules. They are tools for thinking out loud.
They help you breathe while speaking.
Exactly. You don't need all of them, just 1 or 2. So friends, thank you so much for listening to Step by Step English Channel.
We hope you enjoyed today's episode and learned something new.
Remember, you don't need perfect words. You just need words you can say today.
The key to good English is
Practice every day. Be patient with yourself. Be consistent. Step by step, you will improve.
please subscribe, share this episode, and leave a comment.
Which connector do you use the most, and which one do you want to try this week?
Write one sentence in the comments. We read them all.
Until next time,
Keep practicing.
keep smiling and keep learning. Bye, everyone.